You're welcome. We are going to look at how to calculate distance covered from a velocity time graph. Looking at the axis, the vertical axis is velocity, then the horizontal axis is time, measured in seconds, and velocity is in meters per second. Now let us see how we can get the distance covered from a velocity time graph. Method 1. Method 1, you are going to use the second equation of motion to calculate the distance covered by this motion. And the equation for the motion, that is the second equation of motion, is S is equals to ut plus half at squared. But we need to find A from the graph, that is the acceleration. Acceleration is equals to v minus u divided by time. So that is the change in velocity over time. So we can find the final velocity from the graph, and that is 5. And also the initial velocity u we can find from the graph, that is 2. So 5 minus 2 divided by the total time taken, and that is 4 seconds. So our acceleration of that motion is 3 out of 4 meters per second squared. Now I can go back to my equation, the second equation of motion. Substitute in the values we know so that I can get the distance. The distance S is equals to 2, which is the initial velocity, times 4, which is the time, plus half times the acceleration, which is 3 out of 4, times the time, which is 4 squared. So you can work out that beginning from what I've put in the bracket. 2 times 4 is 8, plus half times 3 out of 4 times 16, because 4 squared is 16. Looking at factors that can divide 16, 4, then also 2 can divide further, and I will have now 8 plus 3 times 2. The distance therefore is equals to 8 plus 6. Then the distance covered by that motion is 14 meters. That was the first method you can use to calculate the distance covered by a body from a velocity time graph. Method number 2, we can get the distance covered from the velocity time graph by calculating the area under the graph. So if I'm to shade that area under the graph, I am going to have that. So you realize that that one forms a shape, of which I can divide that shape into 2, so that I can have the shapes that I can easily deal with. You can see I have now a triangle and a rectangle. So figure 1 is a triangle and figure 2 is a rectangle. Let me calculate the area of figure 1 first. So to calculate the area of a triangle, area is equals to half base height. Therefore, area is equals to a half times the base of that triangle is 4. Times the height of that triangle. I can as well get it from the graph. So that will be 5 minus 2, which is going to be 3. So come and multiply by 3. Work out that and you'll find that the area is equals to 2 times 3, which is 6 meters. Remember, we are calculating the distance, so the unit is not meters squared. The unit is going to be in meters. The second figure is a rectangle, and to calculate the area of the rectangle is length times width. And the length of that rectangle is 4 and the width is 2. And the answer is 8 meters. Therefore, S, which is the distance covered by the motion of that body, is equals to 6 plus 8, and that will be 14 meters. You can see we have got the same answer with the first method. So you can choose for yourself which method you can use for your calculations. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following me. Please follow for more.